Hello and welcome to the first module of how to become a social media manager. My name is Kristen Meeks and I am so glad that you are here with me today. We are going to jump right in. So the thing is that you've decided that you would like to pursue something in social media management. And I am so glad that you have decided to go that route with me. You know my background if you've watched my master course, which I'm sure you have if you have come into this course, and you know that I have been doing social media management for probably close to 20 years if I add up all the time prior to me opening my business. So what does that really mean? Like, what does it mean to be a social media manager? And so what do we do every week? Well, we come up with content ideas for the week, for the month, for the year. We create images. I use an effortless program. I'm not a graphic designer. And we're going to talk all about that program in this course. And it's a program that you can get for free, doesn't cost you any money unless you want to upgrade just to make it easier on yourself, but you definitely can use the free version and be just as successful. We also post content, or in my case, I always schedule content using outside programs or an internal program, depending on the social media platform. Again, you'll learn all about these programs in the course as we go on. And the last thing you do, you reply to comments and messages. So you're kind of the first line of customer support for your clients. So we're going to learn all about how to deal with all of those four things and how to be successful in doing those. So what we'll be covering today, we're going to talk about myself a little bit. I hope you come and follow me on WV social media, on Instagram, find me on Facebook. And we're going to talk about the Facebook group too. So we have a Facebook group that you are going to be a part of as a student in this social media marketing course. And so the Facebook group, I'm going to have a lot of extra bonus trainings on there, as well as them being emailed to yourself. So make sure that you have my email, that you're getting it. If you are not, you can let me know. You can message me through the Facebook group. And it's going to be ongoing support. It's going to be a safe space to ask questions, and we can have ongoing support. So even after you complete the module, you will still have the support of the group and myself in helping you with any challenges you face as you jump into the world of social media management. And we're going to talk about what you need. My recommendations of technology and apps is what we're going to cover today. So who am I? If you've never met me before, you can usually find me at the gym or a yoga studio, or sometimes I am walking around my neighborhood at lunchtime. I am a self-proclaimed health enthusiast. I try my best. And that is where you will find me when I'm not in front of a computer, doing trainings and responding to messages and posting and scheduling on social media for my clients. I'm also a mom, a wife, a daughter, a decent friend most days. I never really thought that I would be a mom, but when I started my business, I was able to see that the flexibility that this business gave me allowed me to start a family, which was exciting. I've been married for almost 15 years this August. I am an only child, so I'm pretty close to both my parents. If you are within the Enigmagram, I am an 8-wing 7. So I always say, even before I knew what any of that was, that I would try anything once. And I also believe in creating your own tribe. If you don't fit in someplace, you don't fit into the mold or the cliques that are out there, create your own. And I have friends that are stay-at-home moms. I have business friends. I have mom friends, work mom friends. I have workout buddies. And I feel like all those people fill my cup and really do make the world go round. I'm a marketer. I'm a small business ambassador. I have a bachelor's degree from a small liberal arts college in Ohio called Marietta College, and I completed my master's degree at WVU in integrated marketing communications. So I've had a little bit of both. I'm a college professor. I've been teaching online and in the classroom since about 2005. So I have been teaching for a long time, and I do feel it is a passion of mine. I've sat on many boards. I've been board presidents of Chamber of Commerce, in downtown organizations, nonprofits. I'm a chamber member. I love my local Chamber of Commerce. We have 3 of them that I'm actively involved in within a 20-mile radius. So you can only imagine I could probably do something every single night to stay in front of my potential clients. So now that you know a little bit about me, let's talk about the Facebook group where I can learn more about you. So I really want you to go in there and introduce yourself. I'd love to learn more about you. Your fellow social media managers, students in there would as well. You are going to find the group, Become a Social Media Manager with Kristen Meeks. You can probably search that and find it. It should be in several emails that are sent to you. And if you cannot find it, please reach out to me and I will make sure you get an invitation. Then I want you to take a look at the power of these Facebook groups. Go check out some of the business groups in your area. Some of those industries that you want to be involved in. Start I guess, requesting to be a part of those groups as your first step. Some of them may require some sort of association, could become with fees. And so that could be on your affirmation list or whatever we're calling it. That's what we kind of call that in the yoga world. So kind of your list of places you want to be one day and your intention for your business. So you can kind of set your intention that you want to be able to, with that first client, make enough money to join this certain business organization. And some may not cost anything at all, or maybe a lot cheaper than you think. So definitely do not be afraid to explore those. If you have any questions, again, with that, jump over to the Facebook group. I can give you some good testimonials. I can hook you up with the right people that will help you build that either online or offline. And then we're going to have you check your Facebook profile. You want to make sure it's more business friendly. I have a training on that that I definitely think you should be watching next. You don't have to go in the order of the list I'm giving you, but if you do, check that out. But go and just take a look at your Facebook profile. See if there's anything you need to delete or hide, because you have to remember, and I try to remind myself, I represent my business, just like as we're employees, we represent our employment, our employer. So we represent our business. So just making sure we're not putting anything out there that, would not benefit us as business owners. And, we all have our own personal beliefs of what that is. And so just make sure that yours is business friendly, and you can define that however you like. So what you will need to be a social media manager. Well, I have a lot of people are like, well, I have to get a new computer, and not necessarily. But some programs do work better on a laptop or a desktop. I started out with a very inexpensive computer. I bought one for an intern just a couple years ago. It was like $250. That is an investment you can make. I'm now up to a Mac, which is a little bit more inexpensive, but I have gone the refurbished route. And so we can cut costs, and we don't always have to have the best of the best in order for our product and service to be the best. So do not let that be a barrier of entry. If maybe that goes on your list of things that you want to do, okay, I need to make $250, so then I can purchase that new computer. But until you get there, most of you probably have some sort of smartphone. It doesn't have to be the newest and the greatest either. That will allow you to really work anywhere at any time. I can do about 99% of my job every single day on my phone. And some days I can do 100% of it. There are some clients that throw a wrench in it and have certain programs that I cannot access from my phone. And that's usually the problem. So using all the third-party applications, using the graphic design program, all of those should be accessible on your mobile device. So if you have a cell phone, which I'd say most of you do, or a smartphone, that is what you technology-wise physically may need. So here are some things that might help you. A professional email address. So if you, don't want to pay for anything at all, I think they raised it to $6 a month for my Kristen at wvsocialmedia.com. And I do think, as you're maybe you were in the pre-sale of this program and you had some time to really think of a business name and those kinds of things. If you didn't have a chance to do that, this would be a good time to start that as well as you're listening to this stuff. Sometimes I get my inspiration from some of the craziest things. So sometimes as we're listening to this program and going through the modules, we'll get an idea. One of the examples I give later in a module is just your name and social media manager, and a great domain to start with is your name. And a lot of people don't have that choice because John Smith, is a pretty common name. Luckily for me, a few years ago, Kristen Meeks was available, so I got that. But there's more than .com out there. There's .biz and .us and a lot of other things, and so you don't always have to look for that, but definitely go to a reputable place like GoDaddy or one of those when you're looking, or try Google Business. You can actually buy domains there, but that is where I set up my @WB social media from. And if that is just not in the cards and you don't want to spend the $6 a month, I totally get it. You can start this business for next to no overhead. And one way of doing that is just using Gmail. And so wvsocialmedia@gmail.com is okay too. All of those, just make it that you have your professional email address. You're not using, cool soccer kid, 82 at hotmail.com anymore. You can forward your professional email address to that one, but just make sure when you respond back, you're still responding from your business address. I have a ton of different email addresses and they all go and dump into one that I check, which is the @WB social media. Again, taking a look at that Facebook profile. If you don't have a Facebook profile, you don't have to, in terms of utilizing it, like, using it for marketing, but you do have to have some sort of own Facebook profile, just to be able to access Facebook business pages. And, if you're like me, the majority of your clients are probably going to want you to get them on Facebook or use Facebook. So maybe you need to create a Facebook profile just for your business. It's your name, it's totally locked down. Again, if you have any questions with that, I can walk you through stuff. I can show you short videos on how to do that. We have locked people's Facebook profiles down that they did not want a Facebook profile, and we have locked them down and no one's able to find them. We've used no picture, so it's, you don't have to, but it's nice to have that, be able to have your clients add you as an administrator. Business Instagram and business Facebook page, you don't necessarily have to have them to get started, but it is something that gives you credibility. And it is something that myself included, created this business Facebook page when I started my business, because that's really the only social media that was out in terms of business pages. And I kept it unpublished forever. And I remember I ran with a friend of mine in the mornings and I would say, I just need to publish it. And she's like, why have you not? Why are you so scared to? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm just afraid of people making fun of me or, just failing, and I get all that. So even if you just work on it and unpublish it, it'll get you so excited and help you learn how to set up a Facebook page. And so by setting up your own will help you in turn be able to set up your clients easier. Practice, 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 right? So this is the first module. I have another video for you. I hope you watch after this, and I hope you find me in the Facebook group. I hope you come over if you haven't already joined. This is my plea for you to join. Always direct questions there, or you can always use my email address and or private message me. I am here to help you through this journey, and I am so excited that you got started. And I hope to see you very soon in the